I never thought a game could end my marriage. Not a fight. Not an affair. Not even a betrayal in the traditional sense. Challenge. It was a rainy Thursday night when I first heard the term. The 30-day marriage challenge. I was scrolling through my wife's phone, not because I was suspicious, but because she had asked me to check her email for an invoice while she showered. That's when I saw the group chat. Girls, day 12. Remember, emotional detachment is key. No intimacy, no validation, make him chase you. Frowned, scrolling up. The messages stretched back for 2 weeks. Daily tasks, rules, screenshots of conversations with their husbands or boyfriends, all part of this game. My wife, Clara, had been participating religiously. Ignore his texts for 24 hours. Deny affection but act loving in public. Start arguments over small things to see how he reacts. Each message ended with hearts, clapping emojis, or comments like, "Girl, this works. He just booked a spa day for me." And there on day 14. Pretend to be distant. If he asks what's wrong, say, "I just need to feel desired again." Let him do the chasing. I sat there, the rain tapping against the window like a metronome to my heartbeat, feeling a cold heaviness spread across my chest. Was this what our marriage had become? A social media experiment. For the next few days, I didn't confront her. I observed. Clara began declining my goodnight kisses, saying she was tired. She stopped asking about my day. At dinner, her phone became her company more than I was. But then, on a Saturday morning, she made her first move. "I feel like you've been distant lately," she said, sitting on the couch in her robe, scrolling her phone. I want to feel wanted, you know." It was word for word from the chat. I stared at her, my coffee turning bitter in my mouth. Was this her, or was this the challenge speaking? I tried to salvage things at first. Took her out to dinner. Left her little notes. Did the chores she usually nagged me about. But the more I tried, the colder she became. Then came the breaking point. It was week 3. I got home early from work, flowers in hand, hoping to surprise her. Her car was in the driveway, but the living room lights were off. I heard voices upstairs, hers, and a man's. Froze. Every instinct in me screamed to rush up there, but something made me stop. I recorded the audio on my phone, hands shaking. It wasn't what I thought. They weren't having sex. They were laughing, whispering, joking. His voice. "So, when is he going to catch on? You've been freezing him out for weeks." Hers. "That's the point, Daniel. The challenge is to see how much effort he'll put in. But honestly, I feel more alive with you than I have in months." My knees buckled. Flowers slipped from my hand. That night, I didn't confront her. Couldn't. I lay beside her in bed, pretending to sleep while she texted that same man, Daniel, until past midnight. My heart wasn't just broken. It was hollowed out. This wasn't just betrayal. It was premeditated manipulation. The next day, I began my own challenge. Not to win her back. Not to make her jealous. To see how far this would go. I documented everything. Screenshots, messages, the audio recording. I withdrew half our savings, my half, and opened a new account. I called a lawyer just to know my options. And then I played along. I became the doting husband again. Planned a weekend getaway. Cooked her favorite meals. Told her she looked beautiful, even when her eyes barely met mine. Because I wanted to see the moment she realized her little game had consequences. The reveal came 3 weeks later. I walked in with the divorce papers in my hand, calm as a surgeon. "Clara," I said softly. "We need to talk." She looked up from her phone, surprised. "What is it?" "I know about your challenge." Her face went pale. What challenge?" I tossed the printed messages onto the coffee table. Day 12. Emotional detachment. Day 14. Make him chase you. Day 21. Encourage attention from someone else. Her lips parted, but no words came. "And then," I continued, "you added your own twist, Daniel." "It's not what you think," she whispered, her hands trembling. Then tell me what I'm supposed to think, Clara. That this was all just fun. That breaking me down day by day was a bonding exercise. Tears welled in her eyes. It started as a stupid challenge. I wanted to see if you still cared. By making me miserable. I laughed bitterly. By finding comfort in another man's arms. What followed wasn't a shouting match. It was worse. The cold, surgical end of something once warm. I told her I was filing for divorce. That I had evidence of her emotional infidelity. That I would not fight dirty but I would protect what was mine. She begged. She pleaded. She said it was just emotional, that it hadn't gone further yet. But the damage was done. Weeks passed. The challenge group dissolved after a few of the women were exposed. Apparently, I wasn't the only husband who found out. Clara moved into her sister's place. Daniel. He ghosted her the moment things turned serious. I saw her once, months later, in the grocery store. She looked smaller somehow. Tired. Her hands trembled when she reached for the milk. She tried to smile at me, but it didn't reach her eyes. I ruined everything, didn't I? She whispered, standing in the cereal aisle. I didn't answer. I just looked at her, really looked at her, and for the first time I didn't feel anger. Just emptiness. And a strange, quiet relief. Because I had survived her challenge. She hadn't. Looking back now, I wonder if she ever really loved me, or if I was just a part of her need for control, for validation. Maybe both. But what I learned is this. Real love doesn't need to be tested through cruelty. It doesn't demand a challenge to prove its worth. It grows through respect, trust, and kindness. And the moment those things become a game, you've already lost. Clara's marriage challenge didn't make me chase her. It made me leave her. And in the silence that followed, I finally found something I hadn't felt in months.